Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the modern periodic table, the modern form of periodic table. This is also called long form of periodic table, and this is the periodic table. This is actual periodic table. This is the lecture of grade 10th, chapter number 5, and this is the fourth lecture. So coming to our point, that is modern form of periodic table. Before that, in our previous classes, we talked about the Doberian's trade, the Mendeleev's law, and Newland's law of octave. In this lecture, we will talk about the modern form of periodic table. So, what is the base of the modern form of periodic table? The base is atomic number. What is atomic number? The number of proton present in the nucleus of an element, that is called atomic number. This is more appropriate than atomic masses in order to classify the elements, because when we take some examples from this periodic table, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, and so on, that we can see that the atomic number is increasing by element to element is by 1. If we take an example that hydrogen and helium, the atomic number of hydrogen is 1 because it has one proton present in the nucleus, and when we talk about the helium, it has atomic number of 2 because it has 2 proton in the nucleus. So we can clearly see that when we arrange the elements in order to increase the atomic numbers, not in the atomic masses, then we can clearly see that it regularly increase element to element by 1. So the chemical properties mainly rely on the atomic number instead of atomic masses. So this is very convenient. Okay. And who said that, and who showed that the atomic number is more fundamental properties than atomic masses? Mosley. 1913, Mosley showed that the atomic number is more fundamental property than atomic masses. Coming to our periodic table, look to the closer one. We can clearly see that if we take some examples from hydrogen, helium, and if we talk about the periods, then we can clearly see that there are 7 periods. So what are the periods? The horizontal rows present in the periodic table, that is called periods, and there are 7 periods. And what the period shows, if we take some examples, that period 1 has 2 elements, and if we make the electronic configuration of these 2 elements, then we can see some special things. That is, here hydrogen has 1 atomic masses, and if we configure its electron, that it has only 1 orbit. So we can say that period 1 has 1 orbit. If we have some elements in period 1, then we can say that the elements that is present in period 1, it has only 1 orbit. And What about the second period in which lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen and so on elements are present? Then period 2, if we take lithium and if we configure the electrons of lithium, that can be we can say that the first orbit has 2 electrons and the second orbit has only 1 electron, because the lithium has the atomic number is 3. So how many orbits present in the lithium? There are, this is nucleus, this is first orbit and this is second orbit, in which the first orbit has 2 electrons and only 1 electron is present, then it is here. So if we take an example of period third, that is sodium, if we take potassium that is present in fourth period, then we can simply say that in period third and in, if we have sodium, then it has 3 orbits, and if we take potassium, then it has how many orbits? 4 orbits, because it is present in fourth period. So what is the significance of period? If anyone asks us then how many orbits present in the sodium, then we can say that sodium present in the third period of the modern periodic table. So it has 3 orbits simply. So if we talk about the groups, that what is groups? The vertical columns present in the modern periodic table, these are the vertical columns, is called groups. And how many groups present in the modern periodic table? There are 18 groups, that is first one is here, second and so on, it is 18 groups. There are 18 groups present in the modern periodic table. And what is the significance of groups? Here I am taking some examples, that we can take group 1 in which hydrogen, but hydrogen sometimes does not consider in group 1, it is only placed in group 1 just because of it has the atomic number of 1. Okay, so we are taking from lithium, after that the sodium, potassium. Okay, lithium, sodium and potassium. Here I am giving you some examples about the significance of groups. Okay, if we put the atomic number of lithium is 3, and what about the sodium? Has 11, and potassium has the atomic number 19. So if we take the electronic configuration of these elements, then what is said that it has 2 and 1. The lithium has electronic configuration of 2, 1. And what is the electronic configuration of sodium? 2, 8, 1. 2 plus 8 is equal to 10 and plus 1 is equal to 11. So these are clear. And what about the potassium? 2, 8. 8 and 1. 8 plus 2, 10 plus 8. 18 plus 1, 8, 19. So what about the groups? So here you can clearly see that lithium, sodium and potassium has the valence electron 1, same valence electron 1. That means the chemical properties of these elements are same. So what is the significance of groups? That the elements lie in the same group has same chemical properties. Okay, so these are the significance of periods and groups. Here I am going to explain the periodic table one by one, in which the first group is called the alkali groups and alkali metals. Why these are called alkali? Because it makes alkaline, it makes it forms alkali. Why it form alkali? To It reacts with water and form the alkali. That is called strong base. That is called strong base that can neutralize strong acids simply. So these are called alkali metals. So next group is called alkaline earth metals. So here these are called alkali metals. And one more thing, the elements present in the yellow color, these all are metals. And here Hg, mercury, is has different color because this mercury has a different property. The only metal that is present in the liquid state at room temperature is mercury. So it has a color of green, just because of to look different or nothing else. Next, the elements present in the blue color. Here bromine is the non-metal present in the liquid state at room temperature. So it is also called green, also in the color of green. Okay, so these are the blue colors, and these elements are non-metals. And what about the boundaries? And these different colors has a little bit different from the yellow and blue. So these are called metalloids. So coming to the other point, that is, these are alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, and these are the metals called inert gases, inert elements, and these also called zero elements. Okay, here you can see that here it is a zero mentioned here. So it is called in the noble gases, inert elements, and zero elements. Here next point is the fluorine, chlorine, the group 17, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. These are the halogen groups. These are the halogen groups, in which after that we have, you can see that from 57 to 71, here the elements are not present. So how the elements lower, and why we put here 58 to 71? Because these elements have little bit different property from these. Okay, so in order to put the elements in a right and proper way, the Niels Bohr, who created and who proposed the and who built the modern form of periodic table, he put and the modern scientists put these elements little bit lower to the modern periodic table, little bit different. Okay, so 57 to 71. So these are the elements called lanthanides. Why these are called lanthanides? Because these elements starting from lanthanum and just lower down this period is actinium, because these are the 90 to 103. These are elements starting from the actinium. So these are called actinides. So this is about the group, the periods, and the form of periodic table. And one more important point that we should study about that what about the anomalies that were present in the Mendeleev's law and corrected by modern form of periodic table. When we use atomic number on the base instead of the atomic masses, most of the anomalies present in the Mendeleev's periodic table automatically corrected. Among the first one is the explanation for the position of isotopes. If we talk about the anomalies that were corrected in the modern form of periodic table of Mendeleev's, that the first one is isotopes. About the isotopes, I gave an example of chlorine. Chlorine has two isotopes, 35 and 37, but it has these isotopes has the atomic number only 17. So this contradiction is automatically cleared that if we take atomic number instead of atomic masses, this anomaly automatically corrected, because both isotopes have the same atomic number, that is 17. So the first anomaly is automatically corrected. The next anomaly is the position of cobalt and nickel. You can clearly see that where is the cobalt and nickel at 27 atomic number 27 is cobalt and 28 is nickel. Here in the Mendeleev's periodic table, cobalt placed before the nickel, and he did not give any clarification. But when the modern periodic table introduced, they found that the number of proton present in the nucleus only is 27, and the number of proton, that is its atomic number of nickel, is 28. So this is automatically corrected, that 27, because in the modern periodic table we arrange the elements in order to increase the atomic number instead of atomic masses. So when we take this modern form of periodic table, copper is placed before the nickel because it has the atomic number of 27 and nickel has the atomic number 28. So this is so clear that two anomalies were corrected, automatically corrected. And the third is hydrogen. In this time also, that hydrogen is also a contradict to the scientist, that what is the position, actual position of hydrogen, just because of it has the atomic number 1 and it has a valence electron of 1. So it is placed, it has valence electron of 1 and it has atomic number of 1. So it is placed in group 1. Okay, but some other periodic table, you can see the hydrogen at the top of the periodic table. So this is all about the hydrogen, that is hydrogen has 1 atomic number and it has 1 proton present in the nucleus, so it is placed the top of the group 1. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. If you have any problem, any query, you can ask. I hope all things are clear to you. Yet if there is any problem, I will clear and clarify all the problems. Thank you.